time for a little review. Hey, I got a frog, y'all.
Yeah, today we'll be reviewing frog noises.
Is that what we're doing now? Review time again.
Yeah.
Another pump we'd like to discuss.
Yep, now basically we review inexpensive, cheap products so you don't have to. Because, you know, our whole thing is we do things on the cheap, so.
We try to be cheap first.
Yep, so we test all those off brands and everybody's like, I really like the price, but I don't trust the brand that I've never heard of that has like 18 consonants in one vowel, you know, type
So
of
we try some of them and some work and some don't.
Yep.
So tonight's is about, do you remember the name of this one?
This one is the Zacro Aquarium Air Pump.
Zacro Aquarium Air Pump.
Right, this is the 6 watt. It's the double valve and it handles up to 130 gallons.
Okay.
And I got this one for $12 in 2022 is when I picked it up.
Okay.
And they're still available, but it cost me $12. Now,
probably a little more by now, but.
Well, no, I just checked it.
Just checked
it's still around. You can get them for like, you know, $10.99, $11.99, and then a lot of times they have the coupons. You know, hey, click this at Amazon and get $5 off. So,
okay.
I picked this up for $12. I was not expecting much. I just needed something small and quick, and I only needed a 2-prong because I was running a breeding tank for my panda cories.
Right.
And I just needed something small. So I saw this, and I was like, hey, $12, okay. If it lasts 6 months, great. I just needed something quick for my pandas until I got a better setup for them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm in love with this.
Okay.
I am absolutely in love with these. I ended up getting a second one and putting it in our kitchen aquarium because they are like a dream.
Right.
They are so quiet.
Nice and quiet.
In fact, we've had shows where we had this running in the background and you couldn't tell. We forgot to turn it off because we couldn't hear it.
Right.
It's amazing.
And literally the camera was, the panda cories were right behind the camera.
Yeah, I mean this thing was like, you know, not even 2 feet away from the camera and you couldn't hear it.
Yeah.
That's how quiet it
So
was.
this one we highly recommend this.
Yeah,
but the bad thing about this one is
2 prongs.
only 2 prongs.
Only 2 prongs.
I need 3, your mom needs 4, you normally need 4.
Yeah.
The only bad thing about this one honestly is it's only a 2-prong.
Yeah, I've not seen a 4-prong in this brand. Now,
right.
That's not to say that they don't exist, they just apparently don't exist on Amazon.
Right.
But if you have a smaller tank or you have a 55 and you're only running 2 things in it, I highly recommend this. This, like I said, I picked this up in 2022, like early 2022. Mm-hmm. They're still working fine. They're very, very quiet. I haven't had to cover it or hide it or muffle it or, you know, turn it all the way down. I mean, it does have an adjustable dial, and I haven't had to turn it down. I have these full speed up, but in the kitchen you can't hear them.
Right.
They don't move like the other one did.
Right.
I've gotten the ones that look like, you know, something out of the dinosaur land, and they just kind of move, and they kept
9 times out
out.
of 10, you do have to put a towel under them.
Yeah, I did for
not
this
only
one.
not only hold them in place, but to kind of quiet them down.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes a towel on top of them.
Yeah, but this one I didn't have to. I mean, the problem I had with the one in the kitchen, and it was one of those weird looking ones, is that it kept walking out from where it was supposed to be. And then it kept literally walking out.
Yeah, they kind of vibrate and they just kind of move just a little tiny bit, and over time all of a sudden you see it's moved 2 or 3 inches and you're like, what the hell are you doing, escaping?
And it was loud too. Whenever it ran into the side of the aquarium, it started vibrating, making noise. This thing stays still, it's heavy, so it stays still. It's very, very quiet. I've been able to stick this right next to between the wall and the aquarium, stick this right in here, run the tubes, no problem with it whatsoever. So I picked up one as, you know, one for the cories that I ended up putting in the kitchen. This one I picked up just as an emergency one because I love how it's very, very, it doesn't take a lot of energy. I think this runs 6 watts.
Yeah.
You know, 6 watts and...
So if you only need 2, this is the way to go. At least this brand, we really were very impressed with this one.
I mean, I could probably get away with getting like a bunch of these because they're cheap too. I mean, we're talking $12. And just putting one in each tank. You know, since we run 2 filters in each tank, I just prefer to just keep things simple. But if I had to, I would easily pick up a bunch of these and just put them on each tank.
Right.
But I really do.
Put them side by side and put one from each just in case.
Yeah. I mean.
So you still want to be safe. because like she likes the 4 prongs because she can do alternating just in case something happens. And these you probably have to put like, you know, 1 on each tank.
Yeah.
You know, 1 on this tank, 1 on that tank.
Yeah, but I
You bought
haven't.
more than once,
but I
but-
haven't had any problems with these going out.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, just in case though. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
It can happen, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But for such
But so far, yeah,
but
so
for
far.
such a cheap pump, I mean, $12 for this, you'd
Right.
think it might last a week. No,
Yeah.
it's been lasting years. It's been 2 years now.
So yeah.
And
So some you know, sometimes the cheap work. So what was the name of that one again?
this one is the Zacro aquarium air pump,
Zacro aquarium air pump.
and this one is the 2-prong that goes up to 130 gallons.
Which for the most part is smaller than most of our tanks. So
Yeah, I mean, most people run like, you know, 175,
yeah.
55, you know, 20. This will handle all of this, and they do make these as smaller models for like smaller tanks. So if you have a 10 or 20 gallon, you can get this in a smaller model.
But why? It's so much fun to have so much more air.
I know.
I like bubbles, so
Yeah.
I like having the stronger pump even if you don't need it because it makes bubbles and I like the bubbles. So
And the fish like the bubbles.
the fish like the bubbles.
Yeah,
So
this was a really, really good $12
really good investment. So this one's highly recommended.
Yeah.
And again, if you use one, we'd love to hear about it. If you have a specific brand you like that's cheap or not cheap, let us know. We'd love to hear about that too. Like, subscribe, share, comment below, and have a great day.
Bye.